everybody. I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carsino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
The weather has just been crazy lately to me. And Erin, you talked about your situation.
Yes, and Kyle, it was we had a threat of a fire threat because like 3.5 miles away, there was a fire going on.
Also,
that's close to home, though. You know,
man, it was scary
with heavy winds. Yeah, that's got to be alarming.
I'm just so glad that you and your wife are fine and everything's okay.
Yes. We grabbed our computers and our pups and we were ready to go.
There you go. You got to get the babies. You got to get the babies.
Yep. I know. And I was so thankful too that like I work from home. So I was like, if this had happened, just thinking about like what would happen to my dogs.
Right. How would you get back?
Oh,
to
no. That would have been. Can you imagine?
Right.
No, oh my God. No, I don't even want to think about it. Oh my God.
My wife, Carla, and I like thought about it. We were just happy that we were home because we thought about it. We're like, I couldn't even. We just like started crying because we were just thinking about like if our dogs were here.
What would have? I'm just so thankful. So
I'm thankful too. Like everything was.
Let's start out this show by saying that we are thankful that you are all okay.
Right.
Yes.
I'm Jay Bullington.
I'm Keith Carsino.
And our special guest is our lovely friend, Erin Casteneda. We love her.
Yes. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been a while. We need to do this more often. Yeah, we need to do this more often.
Too long, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Too long.
So let's talk about what's been entertaining us lately. Erin, do you have anything new to talk about?
Yeah, I have two things. I recently saw the Gabby Petito documentary on Netflix. About the woman who was basically killed by her boyfriend, and they had like they decided to get a van and go cross country, and he was an abusive boyfriend, turns out.
Were they a younger couple?
Yeah. It was like she was like 24. It would happen
like hikers,
oh my gosh.
outdoor.
And so
I think I've heard about this. Yeah.
This is a crazy story.
It's a 3-part documentary on Netflix. And I recommend it. I highly recommend it. It was so good.
I remember this.
I love true crime stuff. So
this was pretty juicy. And Poor Gabby, man.
That one was really good. I recently saw Heretic last night.
Heretic.
What did you think?
I thought it kind of took a twist.
A little creepy,
Did it?
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So that was a really good one. But yeah, that I've been just kind of watching true crime and just saw that one. That was pretty good.
I liked The Heretic a lot. I really did. But the other one I'm really interested in. What was it called again?
The Gabby Petito.
Gabby Petito. Okay.
Yes.
On Netflix.
Yes. And the last one I want to talk about is the Fox Hollow murders. That actually is on Hulu, and that's another 3-parter. It's another true crime, and it's about a serial killer who killed gay people and targeted gay men. And took him back to his house. And he's known as like this guy in his pool area. He used to have mannequins just hanging out there.
That's creepy.
Mannequins. That's really creepy.
Yeah. I really recommend this documentary because he's not really known as like a big serial killer because he killed himself before they could interview him and stuff. And so they found about 90 bodies or something in the forest.
Whoa.
Like skeleton. Yeah. Like
90.
They found nothing but bones and stuff.
What?
And this happened in the 80s, 70s or 80s. And so they go back, and the current owner of the house lets them walk around, and they interview this guy who is the only one to escape this murder, and they interview him, and we're like, you may have had something to do with it. It takes a twist. It is so good. I highly recommend that documentary.
Okay, what's it called again?
Fox Hollow Murders, and it's on Hulu.
I'm writing it down. Fox Hollow.
He got away with it for a long time.
We don't even know when he started. He was married, had kids, and they would go away in the summer, and he would bring these gay gentlemen back and kill them.
Whoa, wow. Man, that's insane.
It's insane. And I'm so glad they did a documentary, because I've heard a few podcasts about him. And to see the documentary, to see the house and everything and the woods, like even the new owner has found like 5 bones still.
My God.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. So I highly recommend that one.
If you're into true crime, then there you go. Oh my gosh, I'm totally watching both of these.
Yes.
So Keith, what's new with you?
We saw finally Paddington in Peru. We watched that little family movie night. It was cute.
I haven't seen that yet.
It was cute. It was funny. It was a good movie. In terms of, it was entertaining. It was cool to see them kind of rolling down the Amazon River. Antonio Banderas plays a part in it too. I didn't expect to see him in it. That was cute.
I adore him.
It was all right.
He's a sweet guy.
I've never seen any of the Paddington.
This is the first one that I had
seen any of them. I hear that it's really good though.
I haven't seen, but I've heard the same. I've heard that they're really good. I just haven't watched them yet. They're on my list, on my ridiculously long list.
I'm sure
people tell me what to watch.
There's this other one that I came across. I've seen it before, but I was interested in it and I watched it again. It's called Somm, Somm, Somm. It's about these.
Never heard of it.
It's about these guys who are wanting to become a master sommelier. Like a wine aficionado.
Yeah.
But in the history of the world, there's been less than 200 that have made it to master status, because the testing process is so strenuous and difficult.
Can you imagine how much they take care of their palate?
Right. It's crazy to see. So
your palate is your life. Like no spicy food, no nothing.
It's their life.
Exactly.
But this is a documentary about different guys who are going through the test. They're about to take the test, and it shows their whole process of it.
That sounds really interesting.
There's different sections of the test. Well, one's obviously a taste test where they have to smell, look at the wine, and they have to, just by looking and tasting, smelling the wine, they have to tell you which part of the world it came from. What are the notes like?
That's so interesting.
What does it taste like? And based on all that, they have to tell you what year the grape came from, what country it was, what vineyard it came from, what kind of dirt did the grapes grow out of. It's
my God.
So detailed.
How would you know that?
I know, and it's crazy.
How do you study that?
Right. And then there's like a theory section too, and it's an insane. They really have to put their life on hold in order to just take the test, and the passing rate's really low. So this particular test is only offered once a year, and again, it's very likely that you won't pass the first several times you try it, and it's insane. It's a really cool little interesting show about, I'm not a giant wine fan, but it was still interesting to kind of see the process of how to become a master sommelier.
I love wine,
but this is really, I like wine, but I'm not like a big, I'm not a sommelier,
Sure, right.
So where did you find that? Where did you see that?
I believe it, the first time I saw it was on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still there. I found it on this, the TV streaming service that I use there's like a radio section, there's a series section, a movie section, and a TV section. I found this on the movie section of it, and so I believe it might still be on Netflix if you look on it there. It's SOMM Somm. It's hour and a half. It's fun. Yeah, it came out in 2012.
Like sommelier, Somm.
Right. Yeah, short for sommelier. Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing I saw, I've only seen 2 movies in the movies here in Peru, and the one that I just saw, I took my daughter and her friend to see Wicked, and it was the Wicked sing along. Man, it was really good. I'm not a fan of musicals that much.
I know you're not.
They're growing on me, but this one was really good. I was surprised how Ariana Grande, she plays what, the Wicked Witch of the East, I think, or whatever.
She's not
or
the Wicked
North,
Witch.
the North. She's the Witch of the North, right? She's the good witch.
Good witch. Galinda.
Glinda, right? She plays Glinda. But it was funny. It was interesting. There's so many parallels though about like metaphors for the real world and how they treated the quote unquote Wicked Witch, but
Cynthia Erivo,
right? And she did such a great job. I mean, all of them nailed it. I thought Ariana looked a little bit scrawny.
Ariana's looking scary.
She's looking a little too skinny.
Everybody keeps saying that, but she's always been a little skinny thing.
No, right? I watched a timeline of like her like her aging, and it's gotten bad.
It's gotten a little scary. I have to say.
See her.
Yeah, right.
Here I am. I've gotten skinnier too. So
I'm not one to. I'm not.
Okay,
I can't like criticize her.
I haven't even seen Wicked yet. But
you haven't seen it yet?
Oh, well, you love
it. Oh my God! I've already seen it 4 times.
Oh my God!
Have it on Peacock. Peacock's gonna have it March 21st.
Yeah.
So everybody who hasn't seen it yet,
I saw it on. I saw it at IMAX.
I know I'm a failure because I'm such a musical geek. And,
it's just honey, you're just gonna love it.
I'm so excited to watch it.
You're gonna love it. It's a beautiful movie. It's a really beautiful.
It's gorgeous. The music's great. The choreography is great. You're just gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
And
it's just part 1.
Yeah, that's right. It does end with okay, come on. Now you have to see the second one.
Yeah.
Do we know when they'll release the?
I think it's coming out next year.
Okay.
Have they even started shooting it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't even heard anything, but
I'm not sure. But I'm going to talk about that in a minute anyway.
Okay. All right. Well,
they performed that song in the Oscars. It was so beautiful.
Oh yes,
great.
Well, that's my thing.
That's all I got. What about you, Jay?
First of all,
right into it now.
First of all, the Oscars.
Of course, right? I had a feeling you discussed this.
Did y'all watch?
I did not watch it. No,
I know Erin did.
Oh yeah,
I didn't. I missed it. No.
The opening number with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo doing the wicked little.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
The Wizard of Oz medley, because what they did was they sang songs. Ariana Grande sang "Somewhere Over the Rainbow."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beautiful.
And then Cynthia Erivo sang a song from The Wiz, which is a Broadway show, which Diana Ross did on they Diana
basically
Ross
did the white version and the black version.
Exactly. They did the white version, the black version, and then they sang their song together. Version. And they're so adorable together. They obviously love each other so much, and it's so sweet.
Yeah. And I love how they turned to Cynthia's wife, and you could just see how proud she was.
Yes,
of her. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
yes,
oh, that's nice.
It was wonderful. Nice. It was wonderful. So, also, I wanted Demi Moore to win for The Substance.
Yeah, I know.
I really did.
Yeah,
but Mikey Madison won for Honora, and she was wonderful in that movie also.
She deserved it. Okay.
And I loved seeing Demi Moore being so proud of her and cheering her on. It was really sweet.
That had to hurt for her, because I mean she was known as like a blockbuster actress, and this is like her first serious role.
It was, but also Demi Moore won the Golden Globe this year for that role. So she's having a great year.
Yeah,
and she was obviously very proud for Mikey, and it was really nice. Also, SNL, Saturday Night Live, had their 50th anniversary show.
So good.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I just loved it.
50th anniversary.
It was so cool seeing like the actors. And have you watched
fun?
The other documentary about the the music, the history of the music.
Oh yes,
that one is so interesting. I love
that. Was also good. That was also good. I'm Saturday Night Live started when I was like 14 or 15 years old, I guess.
Wow.
And I've been watching it ever since then. Before y'all were probably born.
Before I was a thought.
Yeah, right.
But I'm telling you, seeing all that stuff is just amazing. Also, there's a movie called Saturday Night Live, it's called Saturday Night. Sorry,
they just added it to Netflix.
Yes, and it's so fun. It's so funny because I don't know any of the actors in it. But the minute they come on screen, I know who they're playing.
You know who they are.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's Chevy Chase. That's Billy Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's Gilda Radner.
So good.
That's Gilda
Radner.
Yeah, it's a really good one. It's a really good one. Okay. Also, a little strange side thing on Hulu. There's a show called The Toys That Built America.
Cool. Okay.
And it talks about Barbie. It talks about Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels.
Do you have Slinky in there?
I haven't got through the whole thing yet, but Slinky was before that actually.
Legos, Lincoln Logs.
It's really fun. So
G.I. Joe's, right? Yeah.
Oh, G.I. Joe is definitely there. G.I. Joe definitely there. Right. It's really fun. So The Toys That Built America on Hulu is really fun.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, really, really fun. Okay. Okay, so let's get to our movie that we're talking about today.
Okay.
This movie's directed by David Lynch, who sadly passed away this year.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Definitely. This is his second movie after Eraserhead. Now we talked about Eraserhead.
Yeah, I liked it.
But Elephant Man is a whole nother cup of coffee.
Yeah. This is honestly my favorite David Lynch film.
Wow. Really?
Is it really?
This is my favorite one. Yep.
Okay, because I have it's hard for me to pick because I love all his movies.
Yeah, I love all his movies, but this one is definitely the top. I love this one.
Okay, and we're going to get into details on it in a moment, but let's listen to the trailer for The Elephant Man.
At first, you will want to turn away from him. Then you may find him a silent, unresisting target for your ridicule.
Stand up.
Stand up! Turn around! Mister, why is your head so big, mister?
But if you come to know him,
have you always been the way you are now?
You will begin to see beyond the perversion of his form.
Are you in any pain? Are your parents still alive? Your father, your mother?
And discover the beauty in the beast.
He is English. He is 21. His name is John Merrick. At no time have I met with such a perverted or degraded version of a human being as this man.
Am I to assume then that he is ultimately incurable?
Yes, sir.
This hospital doesn't accept incurables. The
Freak hunting. This is monstrous.
If you ask my opinion, he's only being stared at all over again.
People pay money to see your monster, Mr. Treves. I'll collect it. Yada, monster, yada! Freak!
What was it all for? Why did I do it?
And perhaps for the first time, you will understand the true meaning of courage and human dignity.
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
You're not an elephant man at all. You're Romeo.
Anthony Hopkins, Anne Bancroft, Sir John Gielgud, Wendy Hiller, and John Hurt as the Elephant Man. Coming from Paramount Pictures.
So the movie is The Elephant Man from 1980, directed by David Lynch, who, as I said, unfortunately passed away this year. But boy, what a legacy did he leave?
Really?
Man, what an incredible legacy he left.
Mm.
This movie stars Anthony Hopkins and John Hurt. John Hurt is amazing in this movie.
He was
as
the Elephant Man. John Merrick. Yeah, okay.
And also Anne Bancroft is in it, which is fun. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if y'all know this, but one of the producers of this movie is Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Who did like,
so much. Uh-huh.
And it was interesting because this he actually started Brooks production of being executive producer, and they formed that because they wanted to start doing serious movies. And so this was like one of the first ones where they got the script and everything, and Mel Brooks didn't want to put his name on it because he didn't want people thinking it was a comedy.
Exactly, because he famously did and I'm blanking. The
History of the World Part 1, Anxiety.
Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein.
Which one?
Yeah. Mel Brooks was famous for being a comedian,
Yes.
But it was really weird to see his name attached to this film, and then when you go see the movie, it's like, Mel Brooks produced this? It's yeah.
It's actually an interesting story too, where they were trying to find a director for this, and they had like 5 people in mind, and they interviewed David Lynch, and one of the executive producers was like, yeah, we want him, because David Lynch read the script and was like, tell me more, because he was, he's so interested in the people who are different, and he loved John's story. Well, really his name is Joseph anyway. John's story about it, and so he told Mel Brooks, I want David Lynch as the director, and he was like, I don't know who this is, let me go see Eraserhead. And David Lynch is like, all right, well, you can just don't even worry about it, because they were there. He knew that Eraserhead was so off the wall.
Yeah.
And so Mel Brooks saw it in the theater, and David Lynch is outside the theater, and Mel Brooks just opens the doors, flies to him, and is like, that movie was awesome. Yes, you're our director.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Cool. Oh, so I know this movie was made, 1980? But what was the setting of the actual movie itself?
1887, because
I was going to say the late 1800s. Okay. I knew.
Yeah, because he actually died 1890.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is based on a true story.
True story.
Yeah.
Of John Merrick.
When I actually saw the movie the first time in college, I went into a deep dive on the Elephant Man's life, because I always find the sideshow life, the carnival life, interesting.
I do too.
And
Freaks.
So interesting. Yeah,
I was
going to say, I kept thinking of the movie Freaks as I was watching.
Yeah, the movie Freaks. Yeah, I love that movie. And so I always just find people interesting of how you can make somebody who's different feel so bad about themselves. And so I did a deep dive on him when I was in college, and his real name was Joseph Merrick, and the doctor changed it to John because it was easier for him to say.
And
so interesting.
Yeah,
that's why we keep calling Erin back for a little.
I know.
I have so much information on this movie.
I love it.
Girl, you always bring it. You always bring it.
I love it. A game. I love it.
I love it. Okay, so a quick summary. A Victorian surgeon rescues a heavily disfigured man who is mistreated while scraping a living as a sideshow freak. Bless his heart. Behind his monstrous facade, there is revealed a person of kindness, intelligence, and sophistication.
That was one of the hardest parts of this movie. I mean, we'll get into the way he's treated, but then you see who he really is.
Yes.
He's a beautiful man.
It's heartbreaking to see all the punishment and torture that he's being put through, and the way he's treated. It's so sad.
The real John Merrick actually went to school until he was like 5, and that's when his like the disease started to take form.
Oh, so he wasn't born this way.
No, no, it wasn't until he was 5. And the movie is like 90% about his real life. Everything, like meeting the theater actress, the royalty.
Yeah.
All of
Okay.
that is correct.
Oh, that really happened.
But his mom died when he was 10.
Oh.
And he actually went to go live with his father and his stepmom. His stepmom treated him so badly because his disease was progressing, and he actually voluntarily went into the sideshow. And so he
voluntarily,
was, because he was like, "There's no life for me."
Yeah,
like
to get out of there. Yeah,
to get out of there, and he
How
named
can you
himself the Elephant
decide
Man.
to watch a kid go through this, and instead of showing him compassion and empathy,
Different times, man.
it's the opposite of that, and
okay,
you show him hatred and just it's so.
I don't get it.
Makes me
I mean,
mad.
I gotta say, this is what I've seen this happen to many of my gay friends in their family.
Okay, once they come out,
when they start to come out, when they start to realize they're gay, and their family just can't deal with it. I'm lucky that I didn't have that.
Have some loving parents that are
my
amazing.
parents were very loving and
not everyone
accepting.
has that same story.
You talk anything bad about gay people or transgender to my dad, he will go off on you. He is
good for him.
Biggest advocate for LGBTQ.
Good for him. Oh, okay. I've never met your dad, but I love him already.
Yeah, he is such the biggest advocate.
It doesn't hurt you at all. Like whatever.
Well, that's what kills me.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have
how
to
is it affecting your life?
It's not, and it shouldn't, and it
doesn't matter. Like you're still a person, and that's why that scene in the subway station is so. It hits a lot of people because, especially I feel just the gay community because I am a lesbian, but it's like it's just. It doesn't matter, like especially with the times that are happening now with trans kids.
How does it affect you?
What does it affect you?
Yeah,
and
how does it change your life?
I'd much rather have a trans woman in the bathroom with me than than a man. I personally,
I don't blame you.
I mean, we're just there to do one thing: is piss and shit. Like,
we're not there to. We're not there for any other reason. Exactly. Come on.
Okay.
Anyway.
So Frederick Treves, a surgeon at the London hospital, finds John Merrick in a Victorian freak show in London's East End, where he is kept by Mr. Bites, this brutish, the ringmaster, the nasty guy.
That guy sucks.
Yeah. His head is kept hooded outside of the shows, and his owner, quote, who views him as intellectually disabled, which is crazy because he's not.
He's quite the contrary.
He is not. He's quite intelligent. Because of his muteness. He can't speak very well. He's paid by Treves to have him brought to the hospital for examination. So Treves presents Merrick to his colleagues and highlights his physical abnormalities. Oh God, I'm sorry. It was really rough
to watch, and like how they described him and talking about his penis was normal, and they took off the cloth. It's like, okay, we don't need all that.
Well,
we don't need all that. We don't need all that info.
Like a picture or something instead of having him do it live in front of all these people.
But I mean, and you see how used to being on display he is.
Oh yeah,
he didn't.
This is his life.
He didn't flinch. He didn't at all. But
this is his life. This is how he makes a living.
So sad though.
Yeah.
Well, but
also
treated like an object. He's treated inhumanely.
He is. But also, this is when we learn that if he were to lie down flat on his back, he would asphyxiate.
Yeah.
He can't sleep laying on his back. He's got to keep his head up while he sleeps because of this.
Well, I mean, and we do see him without a shirt later in the movie too, and it looks like there are abnormalities all over his back.
Oh,
it's all,
I mean, his whole body
burns. Is large. It just tumors. Three big ones on his forehead and more bumpy ones on the back of his head. It's
Well, speaking of that, another fun fact. When he actually died, the doctor made a mold of his body so that they can still study him. So you can actually see his human, what his full body
Yes.
looks like on display. Well, he died in 1890, and they dug him up, and they actually kept his bones, and somebody bleached them, and they actually kept his organs, but they were lost in World War II. They were destroyed, so they still have his skeleton structure, and his skeleton shows the tumors. Like, it wasn't just his skin and muscles, like it was growing out of his skeleton. And they were like, wow, he was hurting more than we thought,
right?
And more than we knew. Like, he had his like skeletal structure was tumors.
Well, his whole right arm too was all
Yes,
abnormal
and
as well, right?
his feet were the same way,
limping all over the place.
exactly.
Yeah,
And so
poor fellow.
they still have it on display with his actual like coat that he used to wear in his hood. Well, also the makeup director of this was able to take his skeleton and form the makeup off of his actual skeleton.
Okay, so they try to get as closely as possible.
It is exactly how he looked,
which is terrifying.
It's poor guy.
It is terrifying.
It's terrifying, but the fact that the real makeup, David Lynch was trying to do the makeup on his own, and but he just couldn't get it. He couldn't get it. And Mel Brooks, he told Mel Brooks, and he thought he was going to be fired. And Mel Brooks is like, let's get a makeup artist. Like, what? It's fine. You have the directing.
You're
you have
the director.
writing.
You're not the makeup artist.
Because
you're the director.
he also like was in a room with 3 guys for like 6 months writing this movie. And so they were like, let's get a makeup guy. And they actually let him take the skeleton out, and he molded the whole makeup off of his actual skeletal structure.
I wonder how long it took. I bet it took some time to.
Well, the thing is funny is that
I bet it took hours.
He said, I'm going to need weeks for this, and they brought him on like weeks before they were going to like actually shoot the film. So they were like, no, you have less time.
Right.
And so it actually
took until tomorrow.
it actually took her like 8 hours to be in the makeup chair for this. And
I believe it. I believe
sorry,
it.
I'm totally geeking out on this, but another interesting fact.
Don't be sorry.
They shot this. That's why this movie is so beautiful, is because they shot this with black and white film. In the 80s, they used to actually use like color film and make it black and white, but that's why you see this so crisp and so beautifully made. Is because they used black and white film.
And I think Mel Brooks saw Eraserhead in black and white and said, this guy can do this. You know what I mean?
Like that.
And they actually made it black and white, not only because of the time period, but because it would help the makeup. They didn't have to match the skin tone. They didn't have to do any of that. So they were like, all we got to do is hide the seams.
It just worked.
And everything.
It worked.
It worked beautifully. And David Lynch said that that's the last film I'm ever making with negative. Like, he went digital after that. He was like, it is so much heavier. It's so much harder. But I mean, he does the double exposure in the theater scene. So beautifully.
It's gorgeous.
It's almost like triple exposure that he does. And so he was like, yeah, I could do it digitally. It takes half the time. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah. I get it. But I'm so glad he did it.
Oh, so good. Oh,
yeah. It's so good. Well,
sorry, I totally off track.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And I'm trying to get back on my notes here. Merrick comes back, and he's beaten so badly by bites that his errand boy had to call Travis for medical help. So
Thank
Travis,
God that kid was there. I mean,
Travis brings Merrick back to the hospital, where he's tended to by the hospital matron, Mrs. Mothershead, because the other nurses are too afraid to be around him. They don't want anybody around him.
Right. They scream at the sight of him, and I get it. I mean, they've never seen anyone that disfigured before.
Yeah, but once you talk to him.
Well, the thing is that
they're not giving him a chance.
When they first saw him, he wasn't talking. They thought he was
an imbecile.
Well, that's it. He couldn't talk it. He wasn't talking at first.
They assume he's incapable.
And he said it in the scene. He's like, I just was so scared to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like,
Oh,
pull
right.
at your
That and
heartstrings.
right, exactly. Now you realize that he's got feelings. He's a person, and the way people treat him, and it's not like he's too dumb to feel upset or scared or sad. And it's really hard.
Well, he's so used to being treated badly,
like an animal.
Right.
Like an animal. He's or even worse. So Mr. Gom, the hospital's governor, is doesn't want to house Merrick, doesn't want to have Merrick there. He said, we don't accept incurables because we can't cure him. So Travis,
but he had some lung thing that you can cure that. I mean, and that's another thing too, is like, okay, I applaud Anthony Hopkins for, bringing him in and trying to help him as best. He's a good guy. He's trying to help him.
Well, he encourages him to speak.
Right.
And then he finds out, you're intellectually competent. You are smart.
Yes.
You're actually a smart person.
There's actually a human behind this.
Yes.
This monster's figure. I was hoping though that he would do more in terms of like helping him with his physical appearance, but I guess this is back in the time before medical advancements.
They really couldn't do that back then.
Right.
The real John Merrick actually had one surgery where he had some of the masses taken off.
Oh, really?
His head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he.
I love this.
I saw.
Bring it.
They but it was when he was in his 20s, and it grew back. And so,
oh my gosh,
he was like, "There's just no point.
No point.
Like, there's no point
and
because it's just going to come back.
Extremely dangerous too. To remove.
And why are we
the brain?
Especially back then, when they were doing that surgery scene, and you notice that there's no gloves. They have no gloves. They're just doing the.
They're just
no big deal.
And
right.
Which I didn't think about.
A fun fact that I'm actually, my mom and dad are here actually, and my mom she recently retired from being a lab director, and she said that they didn't really wear gloves in the lab at all, not until the AIDS pandemic came.
What?
And that's when they started wearing gloves.
I
was shocked. I was like, what?
Are you serious?
Yes. They in the lab, they did not wear gloves until the AIDS pandemic.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Wow.
Crazy. I was like, woman, I have questions.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And that really blows my mind.
Really?
It's crazy.
Okay, so to prove that Merrick can make progress, Travis trains him to say a few conversational sentences and part of the 23rd Psalm from the Bible. Okay, so Grom sees through this ruse, but as he's leaving, Merrick begins to recite the whole psalm, which Travis did not teach him. And it's like, oh, I didn't teach him this. He's doing this on his own.
Oh my God, I started crying. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, this movie made me cry more than once.
So much.
Oh my God, yes, more than once. Merrick tells the doctors that he knows how to read, and he's memorized the 23rd Psalm because it is his favorite. Mm-hmm. It's I've already read this. I already know this. So Gom permits him to stay, and Merrick spends the time building a model of a cathedral so he can partially see from his window, which is lovely.
They actually do have it in the museum because he did make an actual cathedral.
Did he really do that?
Yeah,
cool.
And it's much bigger than they have in the movie. It is like a whole town that he built, and they still have that on display. But I was going to say about him reading the Psalm is very Shakespearean. They mentioned Romeo and Juliet in the movie as well, but it's very Shakespearean of like the Merchant of Venice, like have not I have eyes, the Jew making his speech. It's almost like that where he's like saying, I'm human. The same in the train station when he's yelling, like, I'm not an elephant, I'm not an animal. It's very in line of the Shakespearean Merchant of Venice, like, do I not bleed? Like, I'm just a person.
Yes.
And so that's what makes it even more.
Well, it's like you were saying, he starts taking guests in his room.
Oh, that's messed up. Yeah.
Oh
and
my
I love when he starts
God.
getting guests in his room, including the actress Madge Kendall, who is played by Anne Bancroft.
Oh, I
Mhm.
thought you meant the
Oh
one
God,
worker
yeah.
guy who was
The worker
paying
guy.
or getting money from his friends to like take him up there and like make a
Oh, that
sketch
was
or something like that.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That
What a
Hey, come look at the freak.
right.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
horrible.
and it's so interesting because like the elite started coming because the actress actually, and that's true. He did have an actress friend in the theater, and the royalty. He was actually friends with them, and the princess, and so it's so interesting in the movie where they kind of have the royalty in the sideshow in the beginning looking at him and being crying, being disgusted by it. But then when this theater lady comes and sees him, they're like, "Oh, okay, you're fine with him? Oh, okay, well let's give him a chance." And it's like, so you need your
Right.
just
Yeah.
followers, like, oh, you need this
Yes.
elite to look
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
accept him.
Right. Right.
Well, I love the scene with him and Anne Bancroft as Madge Kendall. I love that scene where she's like, "Oh, you're a man of the theater." You know,
Yeah, that was a beautiful scene. It was especially with the Anthony Hopkins' wife too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one
that's
too.
Mel.
And like
no, it's Mel Brooks' wife.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's Mel Brooks' wife. Yeah.
And I was
in real life.
In real life, yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
Mel
And I
Brooks.
was very surprised. My mom actually just told me this, that yeah, they were married until she died, and
Yeah.
they were so much in love, and I was like, she was with him.
I know they were what you would call an odd couple.
Sure.
But she loved his wit and everything. So
Well, and they were so
Who
cute
doesn't,
together.
right? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all have ever seen any interviews with them together, but they are so cute together. They were just they were obviously in love with each other, and it was really sweet. Yeah, Mel Brooks and Anne Bancroft, they were awesome. Yeah. So okay, so Merrick quickly he becomes like an object of curiosity to high society, where all these rich people are like, well, let's go visit and let's chat with him. And Mrs. Mothershead though expresses concerns. You know, she's the nurse there. She's like, I think he's still being put on display as a freak for the audience. You know, she's like, I don't like this. And then Travis begins to question the morality of his own actions. He's like, "Oh, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing?" You know. Meanwhile, a night porter named Jim starts selling tickets to locals to come at night to gawk at the Elephant Man. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, that's messed up. Just messed
that
up.
whole scene with and it shows how the lower class, quote unquote, and the unintelligent, quote unquote, like see him and gawk at him, and they look just disgusting. They're like how he's like kissing on the women.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
so
yes.
gross. And
It's
they were
so
just
gross.
like pouring the alcohol in it. And I'm like, I was watching it with Carla, and Carla's like, why didn't John just be like, tell Anthony Hopkins, like, hey, I need help.
This is happening.
And
I kept thinking about the people, like they were the real monster there. It wasn't the
very
Elephant
good
Man.
point.
That is
like the theme of this
exactly
here,
the theme.
Right? Yeah.
And that's the theme of most monster movies. It's
Uh-huh.
like, oh,
Right.
who's the monster? Is it the
Frankenstein,
monster or the people?
It's the people. More time
Who's
than
the
not.
monster? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, Merrick gets kidnapped by Bites again, that asshole. Pardon my language.
Yeah.
Oh, it is what it is.
Good. Yeah. I mean, truth.
Yep. Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah. Well, Bites takes Merrick on the road as a circus attraction once again. And during a show, quote, in Belgium, Merrick, who is weak and dying, he's dying now.
Yes.
Yeah.
He collapses.
Yeah.
Causing a drunken Bites to lock him in a cage at night to leave him to die.
With the baboons of all.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
And
locked in a cage.
And the boy there, or he gets help to get out of it. And you can tell that the other performers, the other acts, they feel for him. They know that we need to do something, or this guy's not going to.
You need to go back to the doctor. Well, this actually happened in real life too. And when he was in Berlin, he was mugged, and so he was going to the train station, like trying to find his way, and that's where that train station scene happened. It actually happened in real life.
That's what's happened. Merrick is released by his fellow freak show attractions, who are also escaping bites. And once returning to London, Merrick is harassed through the Liverpool street station, which the scene you're talking about, by several young boys, and accidentally knocks down a young girl. He didn't mean to.
I'm just saying she was in the way. She was in the way.
She was just in the way.
Move out the way.
In the way.
Right. He didn't mean to, but also he couldn't stop and help her either. The girl was already.
Yeah.
So he had to run.
There's no way you could. And this is where he says the line when they're attacking him. And he says, I am not an elephant. I'm not an animal. I'm a human being. I'm a man.
Jeez. And they kind of like step back too. They're like,
okay, right.
What are we
doing? They do. They actually take a moment and like, oh, wait, what are we doing? Yeah.
He is actually a person.
So policemen return Merrick to the hospital. And then Travis apologizes to Merrick for his ordeal, but Merrick thanks Travis for all he has done, saying his life is now fulfilled as a result. So he's really thankful. He's thankful to him. Yeah. He knows that this man has been trying to help him, you know.
Do right by him.
Yeah. Travis and Mother's Head take Merrick, accompanying Princess Alexandra, to see a pantomime. And Kendall comes on stage afterwards and dedicates the performance to him. That's Anne Bancroft saying, "This is to you."
Which I love how David Lynch actually puts that scene where he kind of like gazes off, and you see clips of like the stars and everything when he actually dies.
Yeah,
you know, you see the stars, where you kind of see a glimpse of that in this scene where he does like the double exposure, the triple exposure, and it's almost like telling the audience like he's dying.
Yeah.
And so it's a good.
But I love how she pays tribute to him, and everyone applauds him, and it's a wonder. It's a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful scene,
and nobody's gawking at him, and he's like just standing. And I love the scene too where Anthony Hopkins is just looking at him, and he's like, I really respect this man. Like he's the world has missed out.
The world has missed out. And this is right at the end where back at the hospital, Merrick and Travis, they say goodnight, and Merrick completes his cathedral model. And then he lies down on his back in the bed. And when he lies down on his back, he's like, this is going to be the end.
Yeah, when he's taking the pillows off. When he takes the pillow off the bed.
When he was doing that, I was like, I know. And I also looked at the time. There's like 5 minutes left. I know that this is the end.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, when he laid back on his back, I was like, oh, maybe he can sleep like that.
No.
But then I realized, no, it's kind of his way of saying enough of it. Like
he knew he was dying.
Right. And I think he realized maybe that the experiences that he had been through, the great feelings of finally being accepted by so many, was kind of like a nice way to go out.
Well, it's also that whole like go out on top, that saying, like he went to the theater,
right?
Nobody was gawking at him. He had a full day of nobody gawking at him.
How
nobody
sad is that,
treating
though, right?
him
you got
crappy.
One day,
and he was like, you know what? I'm good. Let's go out on top. And it's
enough
so
of
poetic.
The suffering.
Yeah.
Just another 80s bullying movie, I tell you. This is exactly what this
is. We've covered a few of those.
Yeah, more than our fair share. This was so much more than just that, though. I mean, obviously, 1980, a lot of bullying taking place on this guy, but it is poetic. It is like kind of a shout out to the world we've always lived in. And I'm afraid that this is something that people have a hard time dealing with differences.
And it still hasn't changed. And that's the thing
the scary
about
part.
David Lynch. always put the abnormal in your face, and he always made his films like, you're the weirdo for even looking at him like that,
which is I think the right way to go about it.
and
Right,
I mean,
put it back on him. Right, put the
that's
mirror
I mean,
back on
those
the
are always
person.
the greatest artists, and we're all like, oh, David Lynch was an amazing person, and David Bowie was an amazing person, but it's like, do you see their message? Like, their message was, don't make fun of the oddity.
Right.
Like, and so it's just
Right,
like, I wish the world would just see that.
Well, and you realize that aside from that one thing that we can't stop thinking about how different it is, it's a very normal person inside, if not a very advanced person. Like Merrick had some amazing qualities that were far beyond what the average person would be able to do, like his artistic work, his ability to recite hymns and psalms, and he was a lot more than what most people made out for him to be, and that's a sad part.
I think that it's just continue through history. It doesn't even matter, like, being that engorged or in your face of abnormality. Like, same with the AIDS pandemic. Like, nobody wanted to help them because they just looked like, with all
same thing with like leprosy, 100,000 years
exactly,
ago,
and
right?
it's just like, I mean, a fun fact with LGBTQIA is that the reason why lesbians starts in that, where LGBT starts, lesbians in front, because the lesbians were the only ones to help the gay men who had AIDS.
Absolutely.
And so
absolutely.
that's why when they created the acronym, they put lesbians first.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But but it's absolutely true. It's absolutely
they were
true.
the only ones who were I mean, they formed an
believe
alliance
me,
to help
I know.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a fun fact.
Interesting. Fun fact.
Not a fun fact.
No,
it's a fact.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Right.
Okay. Real quick thing. Dustin Hoffman wanted the role of John Merrick, but Sanger said, we're always going to look to see where the Elephant Man ends and Dustin Hoffman begins. So he's like, no, that's not going to work. Then they thought about Jack Nance, who was one of the main characters in Eraserhead. And then they're like, no, that's not going to work. Then David Lynch saw John Hurt in The Naked Civil Servant, and he's like, oh, that's who we need. That's who we need for this movie. So that's why he was chosen for it.
A lot of actors didn't want to do this role either because they wouldn't be recognized.
Exactly.
Like, nobody would recognize who it was. I mean, you don't even know it's John Hurt.
You can't tell it's John Hurt. Yeah, you can't tell it's him.
And he was like, no, I want this role. This is amazing.
Okay.
And he was fine with it.
Real quick, critics. Michael Ventura from LA Weekly said, it is a great film if great means that seeing it once, you see it forever. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. Harry Solomons from Loud and Clear Reviews says, tender, wonderfully acted, and profoundly moving, The Elephant Man is a unique ray of sentimentality in David Lynch's Over Her. However, there is a negative. Noah, I don't know how to say her name. Noah Berlatsky, I think it's from Everything is Horrible, said, the lethargic plot wanders between voyeuristic disgust and smug satisfaction at the film's broad-mindedness. I'm sorry. Broad-mindedness. Yes. Lynch never made another film as tedious and tone deaf.
Wow.
Well,
which
I
don't agree with at all.
So I actually watched a documentary on this where they interviewed he was actually a relative of John Merrick, his cousin. So like John Merrick was like his great cousin. Like, you know how you have a great grandfather, but it was like his great cousin. And I watched this documentary, and they actually interviewed a woman with this disease, and she said that like ever since this movie came out, they just keep on calling her Elephant Woman, and she's like, so she's going through the same. So she's like, I love the movie because it shows people, it makes awareness, but people treat me horrible also still because of it. So it is kind of like a double-edged sword.
I was going to say that, yeah, that really stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that really stinks. Scores. IMDb 8.2.
Wow, that's a big
which
one.
Is high. Okay, yeah. Well, listen to this. Listen to this. On Rotten Tomatoes, tomato meter 91%.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Popcorn meter, which is the audience score, 93%. I'm finally a man of the people.
All right, got it. Nice.
So we've discussed quite a bit about this movie. Erin, would you recommend this movie?
I highly recommend this movie, and I think that people missed out. This movie was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, didn't win one, but this actually put the fact of a best makeup artist on the map, and they actually started that category because of this movie. And they were like, so this person's not going to get an award for this? Are you serious?
Yeah.
So
are you kidding?
It did start that. And John Hurt actually went to the Academy Awards, and his fellow nominees were like, amazing movie, but you're not going to win because nobody knows who you are.
Nobody can see you.
And and it's just like,
that's a shame.
I mean, but this movie is so beautifully made. I mean, I could go on for hours about this movie, but it's beautifully made. The actors in it are still impacted by it, and they still talk about it. I think that if you're a movie lover, you need to see this. You need to.
So, Keith, would you recommend?
For all the reasons Erin just said, absolutely same thing there too. And the movie, it's still 45 years later, still relevant. Like all the themes that we just saw are still,
which is sad too.
Still, it is very sad.
So sad.
We still are dealing with this. People not accepting others based on some things that they have no control over.
Just look, yeah. That's a great way to put it, Keith. A great way to put it.
Yeah, and it's just a shame that people are like that. People go out of their way to hate and to make other people feel bad for no reason.
And it takes so much more energy to hate than it does just to accept and love,
or ignore it, or don't even
worry about it.
Yeah,
exactly. What are you worried about? Yeah, what are you worried about?
That's the thing about this movie is like you can anything, even if you're not part of the LGBTQ, like interracial marriages, POC, like everybody who gets gawked at.
Yes.
Like you can have you can really feel with this movie. You're like, wow, that kind of is my life.
Yeah.
Like so many people.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
it's so relatable. It's so relatable.
If you yes, it's relatable. And if you're not a straight male white person, you're a sideshow.
And
so that's.
I agree completely. It's funny because I have this movie on disc, but I haven't watched it in a long time. And watching it, that's what hit me. It's like, oh my God, this is all about just estrangement.
Everybody can relate in their own way to this movie.
Yeah. It really
Someone
blew me.
needs to make a movie of like white men as being like the social outcast. Where
so funny.
They flip it on them, right?
Funny.
Maybe then they might feel what it's like just turn the tables on them. Like I don't know. What were you about to say?
So when I was in college, I did a photo project because I have a photo degree. I did a photo project
where I had
my cool. I have a BA in photography.
Cool.
And
I didn't know that.
I had my brother and his girlfriend at the time do a project where it was weird to be straight. So I took pictures with gay people hating on straight, and it was like they vandalized their house.
That's
they
what I'm
ate
talking
their house,
about. Yeah.
and they chopped their house, go away straight, and everything.
Right.
That
girl,
and even when they
I
were
gotta
walking,
see those. I gotta
oh
see
man,
those.
I have to send them to
that
you.
sounds cool.
And it's like they were walking down the street, and these gay people are looking at them like gawking at them. I totally flipped the script, and it was
that's what I'm talking about.
such a successful project.
Like a black slave master that's like whipping a white chained slave, right? How cool would that be? Yeah.
Erin, I've got to see those.
Yeah, I have to send them to you. I forgot about that.
You got to send them to me. You've got to send them to me.
good.
Oh my God, so much.
That's neat.
Okay, well, I'm so glad that we all like this movie so much.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Contact info. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or Twitter, or also we're on oh God, you can find our podcast on Apple or Spotify or Amazon Prime, wherever you get your podcasts. We're all over those places. Wherever you do find your pods, please subscribe to us, if you will, and then leave us a rating, hopefully a high one, but if not, let us know why you don't like it, and let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you want to hear. Okay.
Let us know your address. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'll find you.
And where I can throw a bomb. Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking eggs, but okay, we're going there.
All right. Skip a few steps then.
Skip a few steps.
Okay. So Keith, our next movie.
Yeah, throw it at me, Jay. Let's hear it.
I'm doing a movie from the 30s.
Whoa, we're going way back.
Yeah, we're going 1934. It's called It Happened One Night.
1934. It happened.
1934. It happened one night.
Okay.
And we'll be talking about that next time. But first of all, we got to thank our friend Erin Casteneda. Thanks, Erin.
Yes, I'm sorry I derailed a lot of it.
No, that's what
you are always so much fun when you come on. So we need to do this again soon.
Thank you so much for inviting me, especially with as a David Lynch lover.
Well, and definitely, and we're going to do more David Lynch movies, so you'll be back.
The only ones I have seen are the ones that I've watched on here because of you guys. So
let's have it.
They're all fair game. They're all open.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Yeah. So far, so good.
So thank you, Erin.
Yes.
Until next time, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carsino.
And y'all keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.